Hi, I'm Mickey Turner for ebonyjet.com. Come go with me to Bermuda!
One of the first things I do anytime I travel is hook up with the locals, and Bermudians are among the friendliest people in the world.
Hi there.
Hi, how are you?
How are you?
Good.
It's nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Quite a while, hasn't it?
It's been a long time.
Oh, please, we can't keep doing this at home.
Hey!
Hey, I don't, if I'm enhanced on the internet, make sure it's in the right places, please. Don't get me wrong.
On the internet?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Best part of living in Bermuda? The people. The people.
The people is wonderful.
Girls. Girls. Girls.
Girls like these?
Oh my God, the beaches!
There are many other cool things about Bermuda too. For example, real men wear pink. Shorts.
They have to be just above the knee. They can't be too high up. They can't be too long, nor can they be too bulky.
It's a place where service station attendants still pump your gas and wipe your windshields. And John Rayner even owns the station.
This service station is the pride of all black Bermudians because this is like a symbol of what blacks can do.
Another proud business owner is Alan Bean. We took an afternoon off to cruise around the island on his fishing boat called Paradise One.
Get some dinner!
Hogfish, hogfish, hogfish is alive, burning, burning. Take a drink. Alive, check the It's history.
And even though you might miss the big one, it's still one of the best ways to see the island. Bermuda is probably the only place in the world where the words dark and stormy are something to look forward to.
Dark and stormy.
I heard about those dark and stormies.
You had one?
Not yet.
No,
Now,
you
explain
must.
to me what they are. What's a dark?
Black rum and ginger beer.
Ginger beer.
Bermuda black rum.
And Bermuda ginger beer.
Yeah.
So what goes into this drink?
All right, we have the Bermuda Black Seal Rum. It's from Bermuda, the Cousins family. And gingerbread soda, which is made of sugar, water, ginger root. Kind of sweet, but a little stormy as well. And what goes in it normally, we would have lime, veg.
He may be young and use that
Tell me, how many of these can you normally have before anybody normally have?
About 4.
About 4?
Yes, that's my about 4.
And it's a place where an 84-year-old man helps everyone who drives by him to start their day off right. Johnny Barnes, a retired bus driver, has been greeting motorists at the Crow Lane roundabout 5 days a week for the past 56 years. 85 years old, almost. Do you believe it? I don't believe it.
He said he may not be brand new, but it's not secondhand either.
There you go. I got to marry him now. Why do you do this every day?
Well, because God gives us all something to do. And when God made us, He gave us the talent. You do something. You got to do something. And if you do something that will glorify Him and help your fellow man, He'll add more to it.
And just in case you're driving too fast and miss Johnny, there's a statue of him right down the street. He's the first living Bermudian to be honored with his own lifelike sculpture. One of the island's major historical attractions is the African Diaspora Heritage Trail, or the ADHT. This trail of 11 sites highlights Bermuda's black history, including slavery. E. Michael Jones, chairman of the Bermuda Tourism Board and a former mayor of St. George's, showed me some of the ADHT sites in his quaint little village.
This was the church that was used by slaves, both slaves and free persons that would go into the church, where they would go upstairs and be able to worship on Sunday mornings with the rest of the congregation, but they couldn't go through the front door.
St. Peter's was actually one of my favorite stops, especially when we went inside and met Mrs. Claire Spencer, who has been the organist / unofficial greeter / archivist of the church for the past 25 years. And how long have you been a member of this church?
Well, I was baptized here in the 900-year-old font.
Okay, and how old is this church?
The earliest of this is standing from almost 300 years ago.
Outside of the church is a reminder of Bermuda's dark past, the segregated cemetery at St. Peter's. A wall separated the whites from the black slaves. If you're into the shopping scene, you'll find just about anything you need on Front Street in Hamilton. From designer clothing and accessories to precious gems to tasty libations and souvenir t-shirts. There's also great shopping as well as plenty to see and do at the historic dockyard. After all that touring and shopping, you're bound to want to get your grub on, and here's a couple of places I recommend. First stop, Greg's Steakhouse in Hamilton. The steaks are great, but the fish chowder with the 2 special ingredients is to die for. Can you just tell me again what that is? Because I missed that.
Black rum and sherry pepper.
Okay. Is it lethal? Will I be able to get up tomorrow?
Oh yes.
And for good down-home cooking, the Green Lantern is the place you want to be. The specialty of the house? Fish and chips. Now, do people eat this all times a day or?
All day, every day. So as long as we're open, the fish is being eaten. Yes,
Okay.
That's one thing we have at all times.
Wow, I packed a lot in during those 3 days in the island, but I didn't get a chance to see everything. Just remember, the best way to enjoy your experience is to hook up with someone you know or want to know, because everyone is your friend in Bermuda.
I would love to see my picture in Essence. I buy Essence.
Ebony.
Ebony. I'm sorry, I get all of them. Ebony, Jet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bermuda Triangle, fact or fiction?
Well, I'm sorry, madam, you've used up all your questions.